What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. It is episode number 19 returning today. What a fantastic mini run for the Tractor Boys. 3 straight wins and 3 straight scouts. You'd love to see it. Right now sat in the top 4 as well. Goodness gracious, a long way to go, so let's keep it calm. Loads of games to get through today, plus more scouting updates as well as we try and stay in a European place. That's what the board want. Let's see if we can do that. Before we get to our first game though, it's going to be Brighton away from home. We've got 3 more scouting updates, so let's see what we've got. Apologies for the voice crack and my voice probably not sounding that great today. A little bit under the weather, but we push through. We're going to be okay. We're certainly going to be okay if this Ipswich Town run continues. Fantastic. 3 straight scouts as we continue to show we are making progression. But one thing we're not making progression with is the youth scouting. I have to say, it's never been tougher. This is really difficult. Just can't find any superstars, really. As for Jamaica, Dwight Edwards could be okay, but we'll continue the scouting for now. Obviously, the player faces have undergone a major change for this year. You know, like one thing I really want EA to do though is have kind of like more, I don't know, customization for like accessories and so on. Like I'd love to see a couple of earrings, maybe not a nose ring, but you know, for a youngster, of course. I know you can have like, you know, tattoos, I suppose. But I've always wanted to see the option for that in player customization as years go on. This guy could still be quite good, to be fair. I'll do one more month and see how he looks. I'd love for like when a player turns 18 plus, be able to like give them, you know, tattoos, and again for their generic face. Kind of like play a card, if you will, maybe an earring or something. I don't know, just something to make it more customizable. But anyway, let's jump into the first game today. It is indeed going to be Brighton away. Tough start for Fabian's side, but what a run for the Tractor Boys. 3 straight wins, but the question is, can we follow it on? Last season, as we knew, our away form was shambolic. This year, not a bad start. Already 2 wins on the road this season, going for our 3rd. That would equal as many as we had for the entire year last season. Let's continue this nice little mini run coming to Ipswich Town. Yeah, the more customization we can have for youth players, but also manager avatars, the better I feel. Just to, you know, give them more of a personality, but also make them more unique. And I guess in the case when, you know, you're creating yourself, for example, make it more lifelike to you. The fact that the you know, the faces and the heads now can be customized so much is really good for me. I haven't quite got to grips with being able to use the kind of like, you know, skull modifications yet, if you will. That's why my manager avatar looks nothing like me. But one thing I don't understand why you can't change is like body build. Like why? Like I'm quite a skinny dude. Like, you know, as Liam Delap fires just wide, I'm quite lean, quite toned if I don't say so myself. But my guy is like, he's really square. Like his body is really square, and you can't change the height or the build of your manager avatar. I've never quite understood why that is. I tell you one thing I'd absolutely love to be able to put on my manager though is my vitiligo. This is completely unique to me. It's a rare skin condition. It's a rare autoimmune disease, but it's something I've got and I've had since I was a kid. It's called vitiligo. You might have heard of it. You might not have done, but you might have seen a few famous people that have got it. Winnie Harlow, model, she's got it. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Michael Jackson, of course, had it as well. It's something I've had since I was a kid, and like just to be able to add that in on my manager would be absolutely class. It's not as visible on me because I've got quite fair skin, but in the summer you see it a lot more. I've got it all over my arms. A bit on my legs, a little bit on the face as well, mainly around the eyes. But yeah, to be able to add that to my manager avatar, to see that on me would be so cool. As Jack Clark gets away and bends it in! 3rd of the season for Clark, and this season he's off to a flying man. You know, the first season didn't score me a single goal. Last season I think he got me 2, but this year he's really starting off knowing, oh, he's got to kick on now. He's got to kick on. You cannot afford to keep on stagnating, man. At some point you got to start to develop. 58 minutes in, Ipswich in front, going for our 4th straight victory. 4 straight wins for Ipswich Town. Absolutely fantastic mini run, and 3 clean sheets in 4 as well. No doubt about it, the board took towards the season finish in the Europa League spot. I thought that was a far-fetched ambition, but actually with the way this team is growing up, gelling, and has gotten better with the new signings too, why not? Because right now we're in the top 4, let alone the Europa League spot. What a run. Question is though, like how long can we keep it going? You know, how long can we keep it going? There's another bid comes in for Price. Just handed him his debut in that game off the bench for the final few minutes. Couldn't really do much. And I will bring him off the bench. But what I really want to do is loan him out. The problem is, I just can't seem to get the deals to go through. And you know, in the old versions of career mode, the way to do it was to delegate the first loan bid and then negotiate the split. But unfortunately now that's not actually working. It's not working at all. Yeah, negotiations keep breaking down. But the thing is though, it's not like I haven't been able to do it with other players. I've done that with 2 of our young Tanzania academy grads, who of course are still out on loan at West Brom and Sheffield United as well. So it's like, it has worked for other players. But for some reason with Price, it's not working. He keeps turning the deals down. I don't think he wants to go out on loan. I think he wants to stay. Listen, if you are going to stay, you have to change those boots, that's for sure. I'm not having that. I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but like I like to, like, whatever colour the generic boots are, I like to give them the same colour with sponsored boots. So these are like yellow with a little bit of black. Possibly could go a bit of green, maybe like a lighter green. But yeah, I have this kind of like rule where it's like they have to wear the same colour as the generic ones that came through. So these actually look quite clean, to be fair. So yeah, or if they're modelled on a player in real life, then they've got to go with a sponsorship that that player has. Like if it's a Bale regen, for example, it's got to be Adidas. Just ways to make the game more fun, what can I say? Right, anyway, following game, Brentford at home, heading into this one. Again, what a great mini run for the Tractor Boys. 4 straight wins in a row. Let's see if we can keep it going here against Thomas Frank's side. At Portman Road, going for another big 3 points. Come on, Ipswich Town. Davis to Christiansen. Now James Garner with Koleosho to the right. He'll come back inside. I know he can pick a pass. There's Davis, just about keeps that in place. Still tied at 0-0. Looking for that opening. What a ball that is. And Leif Davis, now a regular member of Lee Carsley's England squad, rolls it across and Delap just couldn't squeeze it past Kevin Trapp. Still 0-0. Whether we'll see Davis get called up for Carsley's England squads in real life, I guess we'll see. But in this save, he's become a regular staple in the England team. As we're still tied at 0-0. Good start. Just looking for that opener as Wolfen's shot is blocked as well. 24 minutes in, but yeah, we're playing with much more intent and much more purpose compared to how we did, especially back in Season 1. This 4-2-4 has been a brilliant alteration. Washington denied by Kevin. Thanks for him, mate. And again. Oh, no. Bad decision. Should be 1-0. Will be 1-0. Can't come out and break your line anymore. Like I said, you got to be so much better, so much more organised, so much more coherent. Because the AI, they'll punish you if you're not in line. That's poor from me. That overcommitted, made the mistake, gonna go down. As Koleosho steps in field, one final chance for the half, puts one man on the floor, gets away from another. What a run by Luca! What a solo goal for his first in Ipswich Town colours. Back on level terms instantly, moving, bobbing, weaving, and a finish to match as well. First for the Tractor Boys, Ipswich level it. Yeah, our wingers getting the goals to start today's episode off. Love to see that. You know, we didn't get a lot of goals out of Clark and Hutchinson as a wide midfield combo. Really in the past 2 seasons combined, as Clark is through, but this season starting off brilliantly. Jack Clark denied by Trapp, who bounces back up and claims to rebound as well. Much better now though. Both Jack and Luke are getting loads of space to cut inside and shoot. And that's what we want in this 4-2-4. Yeah, gives White Will in front and keeps it in play. Well done. Keep going. Ah, what a tackle that is. And Clark stays down as well. I was a little bit worried there when he hit the deck. And is he going to get back up? I hope he will. Yes, he is going to get back up. That's a worry. That great start for Jack this season. But an injury for the ex-Black Cat. Hopefully just a bruise. We are into the final 6 minutes. I've brought on the kid, Price. As we look for a late winner. God, that would be amazing scenes if he could go and get it. But instead, it's Mumba, and there he is, Price! Can you believe it? The Wonder Kid turning down all the loan deals, saying no, forget the overall rating, I'm ready for prime time in the Premier League. 4 to go, and Price, 16 years old, Ipswich Town's golden boy, it's the game winner against Brentford. It's a tap-in, anyone could score that, but it's he that's done it. Price with a winner, Ipswich Town. What a moment for the 16-year-old. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a tap-in open goal from 7 yards out. I mean, let's be honest, if he didn't score it... Oh, how bad was the injury for Clark, by the way? I totally forgot about that. How do I... Okay, alright. Where is it? No new emails. Well, he got an injury. Oh, there it is. Bruised elbow, 5 days. Oh, Pricey boy. Love to see it, man. All the loan deals got turned down. I was wondering, what's going on there? Why did they keep breaking down? It's because he kept telling those League 2 clubs, no, I'm ready for Premier League football, even at this overall. We've been keeping our eyes on him since he was 13. Now he's got the pro deal, and now he's scoring in the Premier League. Oh, mate, he's only going to be youngest goal scorer. So if you go to edit players, you can find out a player's date of birth. If you find them at some point, where is he? There he is there, Price. It will say, there we go, August 2010. So that means, obviously at 16, yeah, he's now the youngest ever goal scorer. The youngest ever goal scorer, James Vaughan, who did it for Everton many, many years ago now. And of course, didn't quite have a historic career, but this is now, I think this might be the youngest goal scorer in the Premier League I've ever had, you know. It might be. Well, he certainly is in this save. But yeah, he would now break the James Vaughan record as he'd be 16 and well, certainly less than 270 days. I can't do the maths, but if it was August, what are we in now? October? Yeah, it's 16 years and what, like 60 odd days or something? 68 days? Is that right? 16 years and 68 days. It's the youngest goal scorer ever in Premier League history. Price, history made on just his second appearance for the club and his first at Portman Road as well. The origin story of the young lad. He was ready at 13. Had to wait a few years, but now he's bagged his first of hopefully many. And I might start him in the following game as well. Following contest, Leeds away at Ellen Road. What a run for the Tractor Boys. 5 straight wins, and we're currently only behind the league leaders on goal difference. Listen, there's an awful long way to go, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But what a run, what a moment, and now a start for the 16-year-old as well for the first time in his career. Let's see if he can follow on from that game winner with his first away day goal at Ellen Road. Tough place to go. Come on, Ipswich Town. Yeah, I remember when James Vaughan broke that record because obviously 2 years prior to him becoming the youngest Premier League goal scorer in history, the man, or I should say the boy, whose record he broke, you might know the name, Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney obviously scored that sensational last-minute winner against David Seaman and Arsenal. Remember that very, very well. I remember seeing out on the highlights on the ITV, the Premiership. Anyone remember that? Before Match of the Day? Well, not before Match of the Day, but instead of Match of the Day, with the U2 Beautiful Day song as the intro. Oh, pure football nostalgia as Davis is denied, and David Washington is also blocked off as well. But yeah, Vaughan may not have had the same sort of career as Wayne Rooney, but to be fair to the kid, or man I should say now, still carved out a good long career for himself in the EFL as James Garner fires just over the bar. What kind of career is Nicholas Price going to have? A Wayne Rooney trajectory or a James Vaughan trajectory? Second half underway, still tied at 0-0 for now, but had to come from behind to beat Brentford in the final few minutes. No reason we can't win it late again if need be. Right, struggling to create chances here. Leeds' defence looking good as Gibbs White finds him. It's Price. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Nicholas Price with 2 in 2. He's arrived at 16 years old. I can't believe he just scored that. I thought test to keep it, young man. Get your first shot on target tonight. And he's just belted one in. 56 overall. Flip those numbers around and it's still lowly rated. What a strike by the wonder kid. Ipswich in front. Well, he's not quite got the physicality yet, as we know, as Koleosho wins it back. Here's Garner. Washington. Koleosho. I see you. Price in the middle for 2. No, should have been. Should have been. I'm looking for him and you can't blame me. The wonder kid, he wants it. He's feeling it. He's going for his first brace in the Premier League now. Clark's delivery. O'Brien! First in Ipswich Town colours for the giant Irish defender. The Tractor Boys 2 up at Ellen Road. Joel Perot slides it through. Leeds need a bit of a miracle in the final 7, but our defence tonight has been brilliant as Koleosho is in behind Sam Byram. Just go to the corner, mate. Go to the corner. I want another clean sheet in what's been a really, really impressive run. This has been, it has been. It surely has been our best run of form since we arrived in Ipswich. 6 wins in a row. It's also going to be 4 clean sheets in 6 as well. This has been mightily impressive from the Tractor Boys. I remember at the start of the season where I was like, bored? Qualify for the Europa League? Are you kidding me, guys? Do you know what? I can see why they requested that. Come on! What a run! 6 on the trot, and it's 2 in 2 for the wonder kid as well. Ipswich Town have a new hero at 16. And the whole team are playing like heroes right now. Fantastic run of form, staying in the top 4. What a start to the season. Oh man, this is class, mate. Honestly, what a run. But we know how quick things can change in football, so got to keep our feet on the ground, man. It's been an amazing, amazing mini run. Oh, how did we lose that game to Southampton, man? If we would have won now, we'd be top right now. But if I show you Price right now in the squad hub as well, hang on, what does Dario O'Shea there? Oh, is that going to be boss? Got to be honest with you, me not playing is starting to damage my career. Okay, so O'Shea is going to be leaving in January. That's the Dara team first mentality, mate. Come on, we're on a 6-game winning run. Jake O'Brien, who's now taking your place, just scored and 1 man in a match in that game with a clean sheet too. Team first, bro. Team first. But if I show you the young lad Price in the squad hub, you'll see his development right now. I popped him back on balance, but it's just because of the ridiculously poor heading he started off with. That's what I had been previously working on. I don't know the best way to get this guy out quickly, though. I really don't. His jumping is poor. His strength is improving nicely, though, since I had him on a target forward development plan. But I don't really know the best thing to do with this guy right now. I do want to get the skill moves up. I definitely want to make him a bit quicker off the mark as well. But I don't really know what's best to do here. If we put him on poacher, that'll improve the low finishing, which obviously does need improving quickly, and the acceleration too. I'm just a bit worried about the lack of stamina, and of course the heading as well. But I guess to be fair, at his height, he's not really going to win that many balls in the air at 5'9". So maybe I should just forget all about how bad his heading is and his jumping too, and just say, let's make him quick off the mark. Let's make him Javier Hernandez, man. With 23 dribbling, that's going to need an awful lot of work. So the stats are so lopsided on youth players this year. It clearly needs an awful lot of work. Right. Oh, goodness gracious, what a run. What a run. And heading into the following game, West Ham at home. Right now, the Tractor Boys in 2nd place. Incredible, incredible run. The question is, how long can we keep it going? West Ham coming to East Anglia, going for what will be our 7th win in a row. Come on, Ipswich Town. Garner to Clark. And Jack trying to squeeze it through. Wrong decision. I don't know why I haven't learnt that yet. I mean, granted, I've only had the game for a couple of weeks, but even so, you've got to realise now, what's that saying? I need to keep repeating that mantra. Pass with purpose. Which is what Price has done. Yes! First assist for Nicholas to go along with his 2 goals. He's arrived, and Liam Delap the benefactory. Ipswich in front. Yeah, I mean, the dribbling being so low, it means that really I can't do much with Price at the moment. Like, he's just got to be a poacher, really. Like, if he's going to shoot, it has to be a tap-in or a goal from range, because he can't move forward with the ball. It's the lap. Almost got his second, and Kilman gets it off the line after it ricocheted off him. Still leading by 1, but looking brilliant. This might be the best I've played FC in a long time. So who's ready for an epic second half collapse as we lose 3-1? Ahmed for West Ham, looking for space. Dispossessed by James. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. There we go. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. There we go. As Clark finds the lad. There is the young lad, Price. With a lovely ball out wide to Clark. Nicholas! Oh, what a goal that would have been! Smashes the crossbar, and West Ham escape. We should be 2 or 3-0 up here. If we don't win this game, only myself to blame. Had the chances. Just couldn't finish. As Greaves does really well on Kai. Oh, he wants it, man. He wants it. He wants to smoke. There he is again. Price. Great hold up. Oh, but the ball was poor. Mohamed dispossessed by O'Brien. 14 to go. Can we get the dagger like we got at Ellen Road? Can we get another win? Can we continue this run? I mean, that's not quite how I drew it up for Nicholas. And he's gone down as well. His dribbling is so bad. What is he again? 24. Oh my, listen, he's got me 2 goals and an assist. So he's balling out, but keeping the play, Muric can't do so. His dribbling is so bad. All he can really do is just stand there and just shoot from wherever. Gonna have to take him off now. Fingers crossed that won't be any more than just a bruise. But I've got a feeling that might be a 3-month injury, and that will be gutting based on his start to the season. Let's take him off though, get him down to the treatment room. He just can't dribble. Honestly, he's like a netball player, you know, because he can't dribble. So if he gets the ball, he either has to shoot from wherever he is. Against Leeds, 20 yards. Against Brentford, 7 yards. Or he's got to offload it. And right now, he might not see the ball for a few months. That might be a broken toe. I've got a feeling it might be. Let's have a look. You know, we've had a couple of bruises since the season began. But the last thing we need is for someone who's so lowly rated and off to a great start is an extended period on the sideline. So fingers crossed, touch wood, it'll just be a bruise for the Wonder Kid. It is... No, it is indeed a classic broken toe. So I don't know how I'm going to get this guy up. I really don't, because his overall is just so low to begin with. What was the bid for Dara O'Shea? Who came in? Oh, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. Both of those are quite realistic, I'd say. But because his overall is so low, I don't know what to do. I can't loan him out, and now we're not going to see him again until what, January time? I mean, it's just... He might end up staying sub 60 overall for his entire career. If he keeps getting injuries, I mean, he definitely will. What a shame, man. Red hot start, but won't see him for a few months now. Let's try and negotiate those bids from Palace and Bournemouth for around 10.5 mil. If we can get, I think to be fair, it's probably worth a bit more than that in today's market. I actually think it's worth around 12.5 mil personally. We'll see what the clubs say. I think we can still get around that, to be fair. In modern day football with inflation as well, I think he's worth that. Come on, Mr. Glasner. I'm sticking to my guns here. He's on a long-term deal still, so if you can't meet 12.5 mil, I'm going to keep him. This is the thing I often say, is when a player requests a transfer, look at the contract. If it's not expiring come the end of the year, you've got time. You don't have to sell the player. And listen, I understand sometimes when a player complains, you don't want to have them kind of, sitting on bad morale, for example. But also it's worth pointing out that a player's bad morale does not infect other teammates. So yeah, unlike in real life, for example, a player with bad morale is not going to bring the team's morale down. Everyone's going to stay, you know, as they are. This is what you call an isolated incident. Dara's got 3 years left. I don't have to sell him if I don't want to. Also, 3 more scouting updates, so let's see what we've got from England, Jamaica and Fiji from this month here. Have to say, if we don't find another good player from England ever again, I don't think I'm going to mind that much, because Nicholas Price is the real deal. It's just a shame that we won't see him again until around January time. What a disappointing injury that is, man. Of all the players that could happen to, well, probably Muric would have been the worst, let's be honest, but even so, that is gutting. And from Jamaica, Dwight Edwards isn't going to make it. I don't think either of those will there either. Malcolm Miller could be alright, to be fair, double M, but Yeah, like I said, this year's scouting, man. Don't think I've ever had it more difficult than this. To be fair, this young lad from Fiji still looks quite good, to be fair. 76.94 potential. We'll do another month and see how he looks after that. But he's probably going to be the first lad from Fiji getting a scholarship. The other's not quite making the grade, but to be fair, I'll do one more month. If that potential stays as it is, again, got to remember, he's only 14. I think I'll give him a scholarship. Right, what a fantastic run. Best of the save, 7 wins on the trot, and can you believe it, Ipswich Town are top of the table as Erling Haaland has also just won the Ballon d'Or as well. This has been a ridiculous run, but as we know, all it takes is one loss and things start to crumble. Let's make sure it doesn't come here. Following contest, Fulham away in West London at Craven Cottage, aiming to continue what has been a sensational run from the Tractor Boys. Come on, Ipswich Town. Yeah, it's gutting for Price, man. But the thing is, what can you do? Like, what can you do? Injuries are, oh man, what is that? Injuries are part of the game, and it's just one of those. One of those. And that is such a stupid goal to concede, Doxy boy. You utter moron. I mean, how many times do I need to keep repeating this phrase until it's embedded into my mind? PWP, pass with purpose. You can't get away with that anymore. You can't get away with lazy half-hit, under-hit pass, especially in conditions like this with the pitch being absolutely soaked. You've got to, again, pass with intent, otherwise it will get intercepted. Silly, really silly. As Gibbs White finds Washington. And, well, okay then. I don't quite know what's just happened there, guys, I'll be honest. I've scored a lot of goals in my time. I've scored a lot of crazy goals. I can't quite work out what's just happened. Ball fizzes into the middle. Keeper seems to fumble it. Drops to Liam Delap. Chips it over Calvin Bassey on the line. Ipswich Town with a leveller. It's a bit of a strange goal, to say the very least. Bit of bad luck with the injury. Bit of good luck with the goal. Okay. There is a balance in the universe once more. What I always say, luck will balance itself out. It definitely has there. 1-1, back on level terms. And you know, when you are in form, that's the thing I often say. It's when things are going well, those sort of things, they just happen. They just happen a lot more frequently as Morgan's shot is blocked and Fulham get it away. When you're going through it, you attract bad energy, you attract bad luck. It's just the unfortunate nature and the cruel nature of the universe. When you're in good form, those little bits of luck, they happen and they come for you a lot more frequently. Great save by Muric, still 1-1. Now, I've always been a firm believer in this. When you're going through like really, really tough times and difficult challenges, you just seem to attract more of them, you know? You seem to get it back, get it back, get it back, get it back, get it back. There we go. You seem to attract more negativity. Like, negativity attracts itself. But I think the opposite is true with positivity as well. Like, when things are working... Oh, dear. When things are... look at the ball just stop there. When things are going well... things just seem to fall into place more regularly. You know, you've got those mates who like literally everything just works out for them. Do you know what I mean? It just sort of works out. And no matter what, the universe sort of just gives them a helping hand. I really believe that it's all momentum. You know, positivity attracts positivity, and conversely, negativity attracts negativity. That's why I firmly believe as... Oh, Muric's great goalkeeping, but the rebound is turned in by Pablo Torre. When you're really going through it, what you've got to do first is try and change your mindset. I know it really hurts to hear that. No one likes to hear that when you're struggling. Oh, just try and be happier. But honestly, I firmly do believe that if you can start to think more positively, you'll start to notice a few more positive things, and more positive things will start to occur in time. I'm a firm believer in that. Sorry guys, that's my landlord. And that's not a positive right now, believe me, but this should be positive. This should be the goal to get us back on level terms. Washington de Colio, second for the club. It's 2-2. Twice we've battled back from a goal down. Resilient. Into the final 9 minutes. Can we find a winning goal? Look at the ball stick on the turf. You know, we talked about the conditions playing a bigger part than ever before, man. Ah, it's Washington's pass. Well, right there, didn't carry through. When in the older versions of the game, it probably would have done. Still tied at 2-2, and I think our winning run is getting ended here in the capital. But with our unbeaten run go as well, Vinicius says yes it will. Fulham with the late winner in a 5-goal thriller. With 3 to play, they've ended the Tractor Boys run. Well, we knew it was going to come to an end at some point, don't get me wrong, but... Washington! Oh, clips the top of the crossbar! As we so almost claimed a point in stoppage time. What a game! And for all the games, for the unbeaten run and the winning runs come to an end as well. What do I always say? I don't mind when I've been beaten when the game's... Hang on a second. Poor pass. Oh, Rev, you're absolutely having a laugh, mate. Okay, now I do mind. How are you going to blow for full time there? Are you kidding me? I've stormed on the pitch. I'm in the referee's ear. How are you blowing for full time there, mate? Hutchinson's basically in the penalty area. What an absolute joke. Seriously, come on! I'm having my Jose Mourinho moment right now. Honestly, I'm bringing out the laptop. I'm taking the footage from my my game capture and I'm showing him the video. How on earth are you gonna blow for full time there? You're having an absolute laugh. That's ridiculous. Honestly, you know, I said this before and I'll say it again. I really do believe that it feels like the game allows the game to carry on a lot longer for the AI than it does for you. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but I'm just saying I'm noticing that a lot more this year. You don't get the helping hand, and it does feel like the game's a bit more generous to the AI than it is to you. Right, winning an unbeaten run ended after 7 in controversial fashion. But what do we always say? When you've had that loss, even if it's not your fault, it is your responsibility. You've got to go put it right. Following game, back at Portman Road, Crystal Palace in East Anglia. Let's do a couple more today in what has been a thriller of an episode. Come on, Ipswich Town. What I was going to say prior to that Amari Hutchinson moment is, you know, to me, I don't mind losing if I've really enjoyed the game I've played. Like, that's what video games are for me. Whether you lose or win, it doesn't really matter. As long as you had fun, that's the most important thing. There's Matty Ryan. Is time wasting. 27 minutes in. Okay, it's going to be like this, is it? Way! I don't know what on earth that was about. But yeah, I mean, to me, that's the most important thing of playing video games, right? I'd rather lose but have fun than win and be bored, as David Washington is denied by the Aussie. And it'll drop to Koleosho. Great first touch, great delivery, great header! Great response! Washington back on the score sheet. Ipswich Town leading. You know, it's a very common saying that you learn more from your losses than your successes, and I totally agree with that. And the one thing I learned from that Fulham game was, well, A, referees can blow for full time no matter where you are on the pitch now. But also, B, let it go, Doxy boy. Stop being so bitter. But also, B, you got to tighten up. Conceded free at the Cottage there. That can't happen, man. Can't concede 3 goals in a Premier League game and expect to win. So, got to be better defensively. And in this game, understood the assignment. Oh, was he onside? Oh, mate, I thought he was offside. That's why I shot it. I thought he was offside, hence why I went for a bit of style. But to be fair, it's not going to matter. Been mostly in control for the entire game. This to wrap it. Little cutback. Washington with the style. Game over. Brace for the president. Ipswich back to winning ways. What do we say, man? When you've had that loss, when you've had that setback, what do? You don't mope about it. You don't complain about it. I mean, I might have complained a little bit about the end of that game, but even so, you just take the lessons and you bounce back up and get straight to the next challenge. Our challenge, returning home and aiming to return to winning ways. We're going to do that with a 2-0 win against Crystal Palace. The perfect response. And just before what will be our final game today as well. Well, once again, we've got another request for a transfer. Connor Chapman, who only signed a deal to extend at the end of last season when we hadn't played him in a single Premier League game last year. And to be fair, this season, I mean, yeah, I'm totally fine with that as well. Like I said before, when it's situation specific, I really don't mind. He hasn't featured in the league this season at all, as we continue to focus on the younger players' development. But when it's like this, I don't mind this at all. He hasn't played a single Premier League game since season 1. This is totally fine. And I have to say as well, I'll give praise to EA for this. This was a common problem last year when players would request a transfer due to a perceived lack of game time when they had been playing. This is realistic. I've got no problems with this at all. Right, let's do one more then. Yeah, final game, Man City away at the Etihad Stadium. They've won the Premier League title both of the previous seasons in this year's save. But starting off, we're in their throne right now in pole position. But now, as we travel to their backyard, this is a real question. Can we beat the champions away like we did last season? Show we're good enough to be where we are right now, which isn't just in a European place, isn't just in a Champions League place, but top of the tree. Man City away at the Etihad, our final game today. Come on, Ipswich Town. There we go. Second half underway. Still tied at 0-0. Keeping it tight once again, though, to be fair. Defense looking really strong. How do we concede 3 at Fulham? As Clark is denied by Livakovic and Man City get it away, but much better, much stronger. And like I said, when you've had those setbacks, man, you can dwell on them, you can get defeatist because of them, or you can learn from them. We definitely have. Today, Haaland has had absolutely no chances whatsoever. Just completely stopped Man City's attack. Well, not exactly a great game to close the episode off, but to be fair, a goalless draw at the Etihad Stadium, not many teams would say no to that. And granted, only 1 win in our last 3 games and no wins in our last 2 away days, but bigger picture right now, only 1 loss in 10 in this run for Ipswich Town and sat in 2nd place a third way through the season. I would have bitten your hand off to finish here come the end of the campaign. The question is, can we stay there until then? But that'll do it for today's episode of Career, guys. So big thank you, wish you enjoyed it. If you had, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next one. We'll have more scouting updates and get to the halfway stage of the season, see the draw for the FA Cup 3rd round, and open the January window as well. Have a great day, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.